Xander cannot sleep without white noise, therefore he cannot survive in the wild, therefore he would not survive in a zombie apocalypse.
Well, Elena won't survive because the short men will die off. And Elena won't know who to talk to. Good Lord.
Okay, I'm just a short king lover. You can't blame me for that.
All right, episode 4 of X Factor. We finally are consistent. It's only week 2.
I was like, it's been twice. But also, is this 4 or 5?
What did I say? It's
4.
We had to 2, 3, 4.
It's 4. It's 4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So episode 4. It's March, spring break. We're not students anymore, but we wanted to go with the floral look.
Yeah, it's kind of cute. I like it. I would wear this to the beach, so that's fine.
We got Juicy Little Thing. Thing. I said thing, but
it's only 6.5% this time. So maybe we won't end up staying up till 1 a.m. taking shots and
okay. So last time after the podcast, we like poured shots and we would FaceTime. We like FaceTime random people with 2 shots poured in front of us, like hands crossed, and people were answering, and then we'd be like, pour a shot right now. Half of them did it, half of them didn't.
Shout out to the ones that did it. That was insane.
Yo, for real. And we called probably 6 or 7 people and took a shot with each of them. My
favorite was when like our friend would answer and then their significant other would just be forced to also take the shot. That was a good one.
They'd be like, get over here.
Yep. Right. Also shout out Aura for this. She thought of us and brought it. It was so cute.
We had like a game night the other night and Aura brought these and was like, I brought this for your podcast since you're trying a new drink. I was like, dude, that is so adorable.
She did say we would hate it. So I don't know if she loves us or hates us.
It smells good. It smells good, but we'll see it. Cheers.
Dear God.
Oh my.
I don't like the ASMR thing. It's fine. Like, I'm going to drink it. But I don't know. Like, I've started liking IPAs, but it tastes like the most IPA I've ever
I don't know how to judge drinks. It's all right.
It's fine. It's alcohol.
If you don't like IPAs, you won't like it. But you know what? It's all right. It's good. Not fruity like the other one, but it's tasty.
I feel like it should be fruity. Also, what fruit is this on the can? It's fine.
I have no idea.
Forget it. It's fine. It's good.
So anyways, yeah, speaking of game night, we had game night the other night. It was really fun. We had some friends over and it was a good time. It was supposed to be a game night.
I was going to say, Xander the whole day was like, guys, it's not a party. It's not going to be a party. It's not going to be a party.
Like, oh, what time's the party? What time's this? I'm like, guys, listen, there's only like 12 people invited. It's a really chill game night. People come over. We had a lot of food. It was like kind of like potluck. Like some people brought some food. We were eating. We were chilling. We started playing like just like really, like drinking games basically. Yeah. And but I will say this, and I've said this so many times recently. My favorite feeling ever recently, or pretty much not recently, but like in general, is when 2 different friend groups come together and get along. Yeah. It's like the cutest thing ever, and especially when now they're friends, like when they're like, oh, remember this, like whenever I hear them talking about remember this, and I'm like, wait, you guys are friends? Like,
it's so cute to bring people together like that. I totally agree.
I know. And like earlier that day, 2 of like my closest friends, Ara and Vic, went on like a puppy flight thing, volunteer thing.
Yeah.
That was the cutest thing ever. So the fact that like everyone that was there, and this is another thing I want to talk about too. When I moved to San Francisco, like beforehand, I had like, and I still do have like a ton of friends. Like my circle, I have like circles here and there. I think we both do, right?
Yeah.
But when I moved to San Francisco, obviously just naturally, I kept contact with a little bit fewer people. Like I still hit up my friends here and there, but like when I moved back, I feel like my circle is a little bit more tight.
Yeah.
And just having like, I would say like some of my closest friends together that night, just like hanging out and vibing and talking. Oh, it's the best feeling ever.
And the cool thing is, again, like they're all hanging out with each other, like without us. Like, I don't know, I love that. I'm like, okay, go on.
Yeah, so I know. It's so adorable. But yeah, anyways, turned into a pretty lit night.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was up till 6. Or no, I didn't even freaking sleep. But yeah, Xander was trying to convince us to go to the pool. Our friends were like trying to leave. It was really, really, really fun.
We would like play a couple like rounds of whatever game, and then we'd get distracted and start talking and then
dancing,
karaoke, dancing, all this stuff.
Your roommate was DJing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was so fun.
Yeah, no, it was great. And again, it wasn't like a party. There was just a few people there, and it was.
Dude, it was a party for sure.
No, but like like the amount of people. There was only like 10, 12 people there.
Yeah.
So this past couple weeks, there's been a lot of shows that have dropped.
Yes.
You dropped, Outer Banks. That's all I can think of right now.
The Last of Us.
Last of Us.
Okay, that one I definitely want to talk about. I want to talk about You. I haven't seen You, so maybe I'm not, but I know everything that happens. Okay, because I just didn't feel like watching it. So I know everything that happens because I had someone tell me.
The amount of times that I've thought like people start talking about the show You and they say something about you.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, like. I'm like,
me?
I don't know the show. Dude, it has happened multiple times. But anyways, the show's pretty good. We're not going to talk about specifics because not everyone has watched it. But
also spoilers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And,
No, I just, I really like the lead actor, Penn Badgley? Is that how you say his name?
I don't know.
Whatever. Okay. The guy, the Joe. Okay.
Yeah, Joe Goldberg.
Is that his last name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Joe. He's really, really he's portrayed in like a very attractive way for people. And he's actually made a comment on this before. He's like, yeah, we're like meant, Netflix and our producers are trying to do that. Like they're trying to make you kind of like, dude, we got to do something about this. I can't. I felt it coming for so long. I'm so sorry.
I can't even say 9.5, 6.5.
No, it's just the burps. There's nothing I could do.
The carbonation. Next week we won't do an IPA. Let's do like a pre-made cocktail or something.
Okay,
like
let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start over. Okay, Joe, the actor who plays Joe has commented on his role in You, and he's just been like, the producers like make it so that this serial killer is like attractive to people, and it's just like there's always comments on it, like especially right now because the Screen Actor Guild Awards were just happening, so everybody's like talking about shows, talking about actors, talking about different things, and like one thing that always struck out to me, and it's somehow like relevant on Twitter all the time, is like people thinking serial killers are attractive. Like I just fundamentally think that's so fucking weird and it's so creepy. And like it doesn't help that like, okay, for example, oh gosh, what is his name? Evan Peters. He just played Jeffrey Dahmer. Evan Peters is a very attractive man. All right, hot. But he like him as Dahmer, people just like super glorify it and like think he's so hot and whatever. And there's all these serial killers that they think are so hot. I just don't understand it.
Well, in Hollywood, they do pick attractive people for these roles. Like for Ted Bundy, they picked Zac Efron, right? Like, and for again, whatever his name is, like attractive guy. But it's definitely, and so that's their own fault. It's like Hollywood's are portraying them, but also historically, like Ted Bundy, there was in real life, people were definitely drawn to him. Women would sit in on his court trials and send him love
mental
letters.
Illness, bro.
It's called hybristophilia. It's literally like a love for people who are criminally charged or whatever.
That is so weird. I mean, like I know, and also what I don't like I feel like this is gonna offend some people, but I think it's weird to like name your pets like Bundy or like whatever. I just find that so weird. Like people really died. It was so vicious. It was so gruesome. I like true crime. Don't get me wrong. I love to like listen to stuff and like hear about cases and stuff, but just the glorification part, I don't know.
And well, the issue is a lot of these serial killers are narcissists. So when you glorify them, that's what they want.
That's the point of
that would fuel their pride and their narcissism and everything like that. The thing about You, it's so weird, and I love
me.
I thought that was for real. That was good. Nice. Okay. The thing about the show You is that it's so weird because like even me as a guy, like I sympathize for him, and the show makes you like he's a horrible person. He kills people.
Yeah.
He sexually assaults people. Actually no, he doesn't do that. He actually protects people against sexual assault, which is again a conflicting thing. Objectifies people is what I meant to say. Like in his head, he
they're just tools for him.
Right, exactly. Right. And a lot of times he tries to like set out to rescue women and to do all these things. And again, like on paper, it's good. Like he's rescuing people, but then, but obviously he's doing like the whole show is him a dialogue or monologue in his head talking to himself about like, I'll save you. I'm da-da-da. And it's very narcissistic. But again, the show is so interesting because you also see flashbacks of his childhood of like his father abusing him and all these things. So you sympathize with him naturally, but then he's killing people. And then you're like, but it's just a weird like feeling.
And that's kind of the point of You. I was waiting for you to say me and I gave you that.
I thought about it, but I can't use it again. It's been 2 seconds.
But that's kind of the point of the show is like, and he talks about that again. He's like, I get people, sympathizing with him. That's the point of the show. That's what we're trying to do. But also he's like, this is fake. The serial killer does not exist. This is a fake character. Like, it's okay for people to be like, oh my goodness. But when you're talking about like Jeffrey Dahmer, I just think it's just mind blowing to me. I just don't get that.
I mean, it is fake, but it's also very realistic. Like, he's a stalker, and like that's it happens all the time, every single day.
But I mean, I guess again, his whole point was like they did that on purpose. Whereas like they did pick, like Hollywood did pick, you know, hot actors for like these other serial killers, but I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, I got you. But you talked about the SAG Awards.
Yes, right? Is that what they're just called, SAG Awards? Like nobody actually says the full name out.
No.
Okay, we'll say that again. Like, so you talked about the SAG Awards.
Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Oh, I just hit myself. Do it one more time.
Oh my gosh. 6.5.
I'm good.
Okay, we just brought up this. You brought up the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
I mean, I like to keep up with any award shows, especially because I'm on Twitter. Zendaya, I don't know if she won anything. She had this gorgeous dress on. Like, everybody was talking about it. But the big thing, the one movie that won like everything, and I don't know if you've seen this yet, was Everything Everywhere All at Once.
So you talked about it, that you wanted to bring it up, and I literally looked on every platform, because I have every like Hulu, Amazon Prime, all this stuff, but you need Showtime with all of these things, so I didn't do it. So
okay, well it won, I'm trying to see what I said, it won the most SAG awards of all time, like for one film, and
the
it was
the lead actress won, she was the first Asian to win best lead actress,
and he's the first Asian
to win a supporting actor, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was supporting actor. I don't know. I freaking love him. Ke Huy Quan. I literally looked up to see if I could to say it. Yeah. But he's freaking amazing. I love like old movies like that, 80s movies, like freaking Goonies and Indiana Jones, anything that he was in. And I'm like, he's spoken a lot about how like he was facing a lot of discrimination because he was, you know, one of the only Asian actors out at the time, like in big name movies like that. So he kind of just dropped off the face of the earth for a long time, and he came back with this movie, and it's just been doing so amazingly well.
Yeah, he said that because he was a child actor, and then he stopped because of there wasn't enough like demand for Asian actors or whatever. They weren't. And then the movie
Crazy Rich Asians inspired him
to get back into it, and now he's in this, and one, you know, it's crazy. It's very interesting.
He's so cute. Like when he talks, like all I see is like Data from Goonies. Like I just think it's so. The movie was really good. I can't believe you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know. Everyone says it's like the best movie of the year.
It's a really good movie. You're a fake ass film major if you haven't seen it.
I admit this though.
Okay,
I'm a horrible film major. Like my favorite movie is Transformers, bro. No, it's not. It's not. It's top 5, but not my favorite. But
Incredibles.
but it was interesting because also James Hong, who was in it, he has had a lot of he was in Mulan, like a lot of classic Asian roles.
Oh, okay.
He's voiced and animated and also in live action and everything. He has been literally in the film industry for 70 years. And he said that like his first movie, the Asians were played by white people with their eyes taped and then their you know, the extreme accent or whatever. And he said that was 7 years ago. That was a movie I was part of, but the actors were played like that. And he's like, and then he goes, now and look at us now. And he's 94 years old. He got on stage, was cracking jokes, which ties into last episode. He talked about staying young. I mean, he's doing his thing.
Really?
He's winning awards. And
I'm trying to picture who that is. I cannot see him.
Here, I'll get a picture real quick.
Okay. Oh, yes.
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know who he is in the movie, but yeah.
I have the worst memory, so I actually also have no idea.
I have to watch the movie 6 times before like my whole family. There's an inside joke. They're like, Xander, have you seen this? Oh no, you've seen it twice, so you haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's like, exactly how I am. I'm like, well, it's a good thing also because I can quite literally rewatch anything, and I'm watching it for the first time. I'm just like, what's gonna happen next? Yeah. My dad's the same way. We were watching Jack Ryan. I've been watching so many more shows recently, but we were watching Jack Ryan, and he's like, oh my god, I think this is gonna happen. I was like, what the fuck do you mean you think this is gonna happen? You've seen this like 3 times. Like, what do you mean? And he kept saying
for some reason something's telling me that this is gonna happen.
Well, he kept saying things. I was like, spoilers. He's like, no, I have no idea what's gonna happen next. I was like, you've seen this so many times.
Dude, that is so funny. But isn't that crazy though? 70 years and to see the industry and society
grow
and like the
and
world
everything
change this much.
Yeah.
And it was just emotional. Like he was just like, and look
I'm
at
sure
us
it's
now.
overwhelming. Yeah. And to be the first for any of them must be such a big deal. And I don't know. Times are changing. The freaking movie was amazing. I'm so happy like that they won everything. You really, really got to watch it.
Yeah, I definitely will. I have to. Like I said, I tried to today, but it was just, you gotta have Showtime.
Yeah.
Whatever, so.
But another thing I've been watching is The Last of Us. And you've been watching that too. Are you caught up?
I think I have one episode, maybe 2 by now.
There's 7 episodes out.
Okay.
So this last one was really good. So a lot of people were saying that like the third one really makes you cry and stuff like that or whatever. And like Twitter's blowing up about it.
Yeah, the side story about the 2 gay guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I didn't fucking cry. Like,
no,
cool. I liked
one
it a lot,
was my
but
favorite episode. Okay, so the thing, again, we shouldn't dive too much into it, right? Because
not
some
crazy
people
deep.
haven't watched it.
Yeah, well, you can talk about.
As far as like zombie movies go, like or shows or whatever, I don't like. I love how in the beginning they explained it like scientifically. They were
It's
like,
so cool. So the premise is it's like a fungus that evolves from being passed from animals into humans, and like that fungus can kind of it just like changes your like behavior and everything like that. It takes over basically.
And it's
zombie.
its only purpose is to spread. So
Yes,
it'll get in your brain
exactly.
or whatever and control you and want to spread it to other things. And it's funny because like in the news segment they were talking about, they're like, oh yeah, like it would never spread to humans. Like the virus can't live in a temperature like a human.
Yes.
Can only
Oh my
live in
god,
ants.
this is so cool. Yeah.
And then however long it mutated and now it does humans.
Well, no. Do you know why it mutated? They say it then too. They're like, okay, the temperature of the world increased, so that's why our temperature increased because of global warming and stuff. Like it all ties back into like pollution and stuff.
Right.
I don't know.
So
cool.
it had to. Yeah, the fungus had to adapt to live in the world and then.
Oh,
eventually
okay.
die
Yes.
to us.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
But again, it's a little slow moving. Like I like other like Walking Dead was one of my like favorite shows for a while, like growing up, because like I it was just really good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I like the show. It's all right, but it's not a must watch in my opinion. And I think Walking Dead is better.
That's so weird. Okay. I mean, I've seen some of Walking Dead, but I have to watch both to compare. I really liked The Last of Us. But while I was watching it, I was like really thinking about it, and I was like, if like this ever happened, like what would I do?
First
What
of
would
all,
the people around me do? What?
Like, should we say this on live?
No,
Oh,
I'm not. No,
we're editing it out. Okay.
I'm like, scratch that.
No, I literally will put a bleep over it.
No, exactly.
I will.
Please do that. That's actually pretty funny. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? Anyway, while I was watching it, I was thinking about like what would happen if this was in real life, and I came up with a few reasons why Xander would not survive if The Last of Us existed.
Okay.
And coming in at number 1, we have peanut allergy. In my head, like if first of all, anybody with allergies, you're weak. Like, I'm sorry, you just are. But specifically if like a peanut can kill him, you know what I mean? Like what would fungus people do?
Real quick. In any survival movie ever, zombies, whatever, when have they ever gone to the grocery store and raided the peanut aisle? Never.
I'm
They
just
get
saying
cans of
peanuts are in
food.
things.
No,
Peanut oil.
They don't.
You can't eat Chick-fil-A.
What are they cooking in the peanut oil?
They might be.
They're chefing it up in the zombie. No, like that's the last thing. Everyone raids the veggies, the canned food, the meat, the tuna.
There's peanut. Dude, all I'm just saying is if you're allergic to that, what else are you allergic to? Such as exercise. Xander can't exercise without breaking out in hives. He literally is allergic to exercise.
I'm like, what year are we in?
Oh.
I go to the gym all the time. Actually,
but you work out so slow you don't sweat. My mom can back me up.
that is
My mother can back us up.
That's so funny. Yeah. I run into her mom all the time at the gym and she's like, how long have you been here? I'm like, an hour. She's like, have you tried faster reps?
Have you tried not being here for an hour? My third reason is that you are...
This is so not fair. I didn't put anything together for you.
Doesn't matter because I would survive. Number 3, slowest person on earth. He would never be able to move quickly. He would never be able to pack quickly. If we're getting raided, Xander's staying behind. Like it's just not gonna... He's not gonna be able to leave.
Again, in a zombie apocalypse, when are you... It's always because I'm getting dressed. I'm making sure I remember everything.
You have more important things to remember when you're literally...
That argument is true.
Okay.
I say that. But if we're talking running faster, or if you're talking typing faster...
Typing faster? We will have to do that live because I will. My typing speed is faster than anybody else's I know.
I've never met anyone that types faster than me.
Okay, I haven't either. What's your WPM?
What is yours?
I'm not saying it first. I asked you first.
I know yours is lower.
It's like 95.
That's so low.
The bullshit. Bullshit. You're capping right now. Moving forward, Xander only has 1 pair of shoes. To his credit, they are waterproof. However,
this is also all not true.
It's totally true. He has 1 pair of shoes.
I have 3 pairs of shoes. They're all the same brand.
Okay.
But there are 3 pairs. I got a white pair, I got a tan pair, and a black pair. And
They're
they
the
were
same
sponsored,
shoe.
and they were a brand deal.
This is just a feeling I have. It's just a feeling. He doesn't wear glasses, but I feel like he secretly has poor eyesight. Like it's just, I just feel like either or he will develop poor eyesight.
Dude, going to start therapy just to talk about this.
And then there's 2 more. This one Kevin said, actually, so shout out Kevin, but Xander cannot survive a 3-day camping trip. Matter of fact, not even one night. Matter of fact, not even the drive there.
Matter of fact, first of all, when's the last time Kevin went camping? Let's bring him on the podcast. I'm calling him now. Second of all, the drive. What is all?
You just hated going to Ginny Springs every time we went. Hated it, bitched about it the whole time. And the last one is white noise. Xander cannot sleep without white noise. Therefore, he cannot survive in the wild. Therefore, he would not survive in a zombie apocalypse.
Well, Elena won't survive because the short men will die off. And Elena won't know who to talk to. Good Lord.
Okay, I'm just a short king lover. You can't blame me for that. I don't discriminate. Sorry.
Bro, this would have been so funny if you told me what you're going to say before. Not what you're going to say, but that you're going to say this so I could come back at you.
You got a week to prepare, bro.
My, that was good. That was a good segment.
Thank you. No, but I know
after that one.
I do love my short kings. I really, really do. But hold on, it's getting somewhere. Hold on.
You said DMs are open.
No.
5 foot and under, please.
No. What I was trying to say was, right now, speaking of shows, and short kings, Love Island is what I'm watching right now, like exclusively. And I think that I would low-key love to go on it, but I don't think that I would deal well with like the drama. I know that makes me sound super pretentious and stuff, but I just like, I don't know if I could fit in with the whole, like, I just don't want to look stupid on TV. But I freaking love Love Island. This season looks really good. You don't watch any of it, do you?
I don't watch reality shows in general, and I don't want to be like closed-minded, like, oh, I don't watch it. I've been watching The Bachelor for the past 3 weeks. I hate
Bachelor. I hate it.
Well, I do too, and I'm convinced that everyone who watches it also hates it, and they like to watch it to hate on it. Because I watch it with a group of women, and they all just make fun of the show the whole time. And I'm like, if you don't like it that much, why are we watching this?
Okay, but this is, I know, but like, for example, Aura actually does hate it. Like, she literally hates it. She just likes to do things. So that's why you guys are doing that. Yeah. But I don't know about the rest of the people. I don't know if they actually hate it. They really just make fun of it the whole time?
They just make fun of it.
I do not attend. I hate going.
All of the comments are like, they do this every season. All this. Oh, of course he said this. Oh, it's like, bro. Also, it drives me crazy that every single conversation that The Bachelor has with each of the women are like, I'm just so glad we got to have this time to talk to each other, and like, I just feel different with you. It's comfortable. And then like they spend the whole time talking, the whole chance they get to talk about how good it is to talk. That's all it is. Okay,
so Love Island. I freaking love Love Island, and I think it's not different than other reality TV shows, but I like the way that they do things like better. It just has a different vibe to me, especially because like for Bachelor, like you have to get married, right? Things like that.
You have to get married.
You have to propose at the end. Like that's the whole shit.
I've only seen 3 episodes, but
oh my god,
I have a favorite. Anyways.
The whole thing is I know nothing about what's going on this season, but the whole thing is like at the end you propose. So it's like a lot of pressure, high stakes. Like you know these people for I don't even know how many weeks it goes on, and then you propose. It's crazy. Love Island, dude, you don't even have to be dating like to win it. So there's no pressure there. It's the whole point is to find love and to find a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but like there's no pressure if you don't, kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
And so I really like that because it makes it fun, and it's all like younger people. They're funny as hell. My problem with the show is when I'm watching it, I'm like, all you guys are talking about is how much you like each other. There's no substance in what you're talking about. But that's actually not true. So they live together. So the way Love Island works, it's like 6 weeks, and they all live together, and they're together all the time. They're just not showing all of the actual substance like conversations people have. They're only showing the things that are like going to drive like the plot and like everything like that. And plus there's so many couples, it's a 45-minute episode. They can't show every conversation that these like people have.
Yeah.
So they are actually talking about things.
They also choose the worst clips. It's so repetitive.
That's true. I mean, Love Island's a lot better because there's a lot of like events that they do and stuff together. And so like it like drama stirs and whatever. But my issue with it always is like how kind of like forced it feels when they're just like, so what's your type? Do you like me? Like, it's like, oh my fucking God. Like,
yeah. Speaking of Love Island.
Right.
Tommy Fury was on Love Island.
Yes, he was. He's in my favorite season.
Really?
Yeah, my favorite season. He was actually, I love him. I love him. Him and Molly May, which is his girlfriend, they just had a baby. But they, on that season, they actually got 3rd place, I think. And they were low-key the fan favorite. I like the people that won more. Paige
How
and
long
Vin.
ago was that? How many years?
Dude, I don't know. Probably like 2 years ago, I want to say.
Interesting. Okay.
2 years ago.
Because he just fought Jake Paul.
I know.
Which was like a crazy. It was the biggest fight of the year, I think. Like that's insane. Literally insane. Like
there was not a knockout though, right?
Not a knockout,
Okay.
but Tommy Fury won. It was a split decision too. So one of the judges literally said that Jake won, which is crazy because Tommy looked better the entire time.
Did he?
But
Okay, that makes
it's
me
literally
happy.
crazy that Jake got. So I think they split the pay-per-views. Like I think Jake got like 65% of the pay-per-view money.
Why is that?
Because he brings the most crowd. It's whoever brings. He's more in demand. He's more famous. He's
okay.
Tommy's only famous in this little niche audience of boxing,
right?
Which is I guess a big niche, but it's just in the sport. Jake is famous in the sport as well as mainstream social media, all of that.
I truly cannot stand Jake Paul.
No one can. That's the thing. But
I can't stand him.
Everyone hates him so much that they'll pay $50 to watch him hopefully lose.
I will say though, I think he handled the loss like super gracefully. He like what did he say? I cannot remember. Or he's like damn, I don't remember the quote right now. I was watching it on TikTok, but it was a very good quote. Like he just like handled it super gracefully. Honestly, and Tommy also handled it really well. He was just like, because they were like, do you think Jake Paul's a real boxer? He was like, yes. He was like, I'll give credit where credit is due. Yes, that man is a real boxer. So it was really cool.
For sure. I mean, he went the whole 8 rounds.
Yeah.
He got a lot of good punches. The last round, he literally knocked him down.
No.
Yeah.
No. That was a slip.
Okay. It was counted by the professional judges as a knockdown.
Okay, that is dumb. It was obviously a slip. I watched this too. It was such a slip.
Well,
in my opinion,
it connected the punch and then he fell. So yeah, he probably slipped. Also, he got punched, but like Jake definitely helped them fall.
Okay,
fine. I don't know. I'm not like a expert at boxing, so I don't know
anything about boxing either. But I just when I saw it in my head, I was like,
he did get up in like 1 second.
Literally,
he just fell and then got back up. So it did look like a slip, but also he did connect the punch. So I don't know. Well, but it's reported that Jake made around like $8 to $10 million, even losing. He posted on a story that he made $30 million. I think that's.
I saw that too. I don't
think that's true, but regardless, most people are saying $8 to $10 million for losing.
Yeah.
In one night.
I don't know.
One night.
Put me in, bro. Put me in.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying.
I swear to
God. That's why everyone fights him. Everyone wants to fight him because even if they lose,
they get hella money.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I like I said, I think, Jake Paul annoys the absolute shit out of me. You know why? He reminds me of this bully I had when I was younger. Looks exactly like him. I'm just like, ugh, I hate Jake Paul. I love Logan, hate Jake Paul. But Tommy, like, there was a lot of stress on Tommy for this fight. I don't know if you know, like, a lot of the background. Like, first of all, like, he's a new father or whatever. And, like, Jake was definitely, like, low-key harassing Molly May, like, his girlfriend, all this stuff. Like,
his dad's a boxer.
Yes, I didn't know that. I had no idea.
It's in the family.
I know. I didn't know that. His dad was funny as hell when this ended. Like when it was over, like he was saying stuff. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. You know why Jake Paul lost?
Why? The
Drake curse. The freaking Drake curse. I don't know if Drake was wearing or Drake took a picture with him or something like that.
Drake bet on him. And it's like whatever Drake bets on, like they're gonna lose or whatever. Like,
I forgot. Yeah.
He bet $400,000 on him, and they asked him afterwards. They're like, "Do you think that the Drake curse had anything?" 400,000. He's like, at first he was just kidding. He was like, "Oh, it's Drake's fault." Yeah. And then he was like, "No." He's like, "400K is nothing to Drake. That's like literally nothing." And then he's like, "No," but he's like, it was such a flex. He's like, I won. What did he say? He's like, I made Drake a lot more money in the past, like from my other fights, so he's good.
Oh my God. No, he was funny. Like Tyson Fury, Tommy's dad was like, he was just like calling Drake out. I can't remember what he said, but he's just like laughing.
Drake. Kids in the world.
I was like trying to get there. Damn it.
Did you see him and Lil Yachty's like interview thing? I guess Lil Yachty's starting like a new show or something. And it's on YouTube. It's like a 40-minute interview and just Lil Yachty and Drake chilling on a beach talking for like 40 minutes. No,
but I love Lil Yachty.
Dude, I love him for sure.
He's so funny.
But it's just like, dude, the world they live in is so
removed from us.
Just not. It's another universe.
Yeah, I believe it,
bro. You know the funniest clip, and it's going. I've seen it a couple times on TikTok, but I saw the whole interview too.
Yeah.
But he goes, Drake is like, yeah. So I was talking to because he was like, what do you? I forgot the question originally, but basically Drake said he's like, I talked to my therapist.
Yeah.
And my therapist said, it's like imagine a girl with really big boobs. And he's talking way more vulgar than this. I'm like kind of like watering it down.
Thank you. I'm like, what?
But literally his therapist, like, because therapists like try to like relate or whatever.
Yeah.
Imagine a girl with really big boobs. She walks in a room and like you don't know her, but you're already making like assumptions based off her boobs. He's like, that's what you go through. Like you're Drake. Like you walk in a room and people are not caring about you. They're caring about, oh, he's Drake, And he just taught this is a conversation he had with his therapist.
Yeah.
Bro, another universe, like another whole other...
I want to know what problems Drake has. Please, for the love of God. What are you going to therapy for? Like,
yeah, I mean, no, are you for real though? No, for being a celebrity on the...
of course.
Always
no, I mean, I'm
being talked about you and everything like that. That's a lot.
Okay, no human is made to handle that kind of like judgment.
Yeah.
No, I freaking love Drake. I'm a Drake stan, but like... I couldn't live in the what's it called? Live in the limelight?
Yeah,
spotlight. In the spotlight like that.
I've always thought that like a good level of fame is like YouTube fame, because it's like a lot of people, like you're chilling, you're financially, you can start any business you want, you can be successful at any avenue that you kind of choose because you have that audience, but not everyone and their mother recognizes you. I do have a big fear of running into like a huge YouTuber. Like whenever you talked about Casey Neistat, I was like, okay, if I quite literally sat next to him like on the subway, I'd just be like, sup. Like I would not know who that is at all. Like, and I'm like, I'm missing an opportunity. I mean, I guess, but I want to know if he's like that big. I want to know who he is, but like, no. Yeah. I mean, nowadays there's so many internet people that are famous and like blowing up and stuff that like, even Playlist Live, like we went there like years ago. Yes. And there was like big names there. Yeah. Now I don't know like anyone there. There's just a bunch of TikTok people and there's so many. They're a dime a dozen. It's crazy. Well, I mean, but they're still getting success. That's my thing. Like, it's like, if it's so easy to blow up, then like, does it kind of like diminish the value of it? And it's like, no, like. Maybe the long-term value potentially. I don't know, but like sponsorship posts, dude, you can make a living for like. For sure. Doesn't matter if you're anybody else. If you do it smart, you'll definitely be chilling. Mm-hmm. If you do it smart. Do it smart. I need to get back into the TikTok grind for sure. Hey, listen, we've been so much more consistent with this. You're gonna be more consistent about TikTok, and like it'll buff out for sure. Do you know that Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner are dating? Did you know that? Yes. This has been a drama podcast, but listen, this episode. But that's my. I know that you love it, and I'm trying my best to like get involved a little bit more. Listen, I like to be involved in the drama, but I just don't watch YouTube enough to know who the fuck you're talking about half the time. Yeah, I get you. I do know. I don't watch these individual people, but I watch like a couple of drama like channels, podcasts, whatever, and they talk about everything. But these are like A-list, so it's like a little bit different than what I'm interested in. But like internet drama, TikTok drama, YouTube drama, that's like I don't watch like what I just said. I don't like reality shows, but like. YouTube drama is my reality. That's my guilty pleasure. It's like all the drama is so dumb. Yeah. But it's so good and so entertaining. So some of it's like pretty deep, and then some of it you're like, what are you guys doing? Like the freaking Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber. Well, that's where I was gonna lead to. But why did you roll your eyes about Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner? Because I don't know. I'm like, what are you dating her for? Like, I don't know. Dating her for? Yeah. Okay. He could be dating me. No, I just mean like, I feel like Kendall has no depth. Is that all of them? No, not all of them. Oh, I love me some Kardashians. I love Kylie too. I just feel like Kendall is like so fucking boring. I don't know. Okay. Also, does he speak English? That's also he like doesn't. He does, but he doesn't. I'm like, what relationship are you having? I think they're on a double date with Justin Bieber and Hailey. It was like all four of them. That's why like this rumor started or whatever. But I'm like, also like, is he just sitting there? Like, maybe he has a translator. He's just chill. No, he's just a chill guy. He doesn't need to know. He's just a chill guy. He's like, I don't give a fuck about what half of these people are talking about. Like, whatever. I'll pick up the pieces and that's fine. He's just a chill guy. Dude, so. Me, I know him personally, actually. No, but then also TikTok going crazy on hyping up Selena Gomez, destroying Hailey. It's such a weird. So I like dove into the details of that whole relationship or like that whole thing today. Did you know that Justin Bieber proposed to Hailey 2 months after they broke up? I didn't know it was 2 months, but like very soon. 2 months after Selena and him broke up for the last time. So like the whole rumor is like he was probably talking to her before that. Oh, 100%. Yeah, to propose. I mean, I know they've known each other for a long time too. It's not like they had just met 2 months later. Like they have known each other since like they were kids. Well, Hailey Baldwin is like a nepo baby. Mm-hmm. And so it's also rumored that like the families brought them together, kind of thing. Like the Baldwins like arranged a meeting for like it to happen, which is like whatever. I just honestly from what I know, the way that all of this started was somebody posted a lot of the internet has been making fun of Selena Gomez for gaining a lot of weight. If you don't know, she has lupus, which is an autoimmune disease, which like she's on rigorous like medications for it. She has a lot of health issues and her weight fluctuates due to that. So like when she's on steroids for it and whatever. Also that picture that everyone was giving her like shaming her about. she looked fine.
Yeah, dude,
like
people are
I
vicious.
preferred her that body.
Yeah,
like, more,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
People are very vicious. Like you're commenting on things that like for what reason? But so they're commenting on her body, whatever. And then Haley and Kendall, I think it was Kendall, posted this TikTok, and it was like, yeah, it was this one song that basically is like, oh yeah, God's timing is always right. Like you'll get back what it'll get back to you, whatever you say or whatever. It was just
something like totally random that I kind of believe that it didn't have anything to do with
also believe that it didn't have anything to do with her. I really do. The things that like happen afterwards, 100% I do like see truth in, but like this was nothing. It was just the fans hyping it up, and like, because people behind a screen like don't care, like nothing's real. So they're just gonna like make other people's lives like hell. So they just like brought Selena into it, whatever. I don't know. I don't even know. And then I don't know how it spiraled after that.
I don't know, but this is all super petty, super dumb, but the fascinating thing about it is that Selena Gomez for like years has been the most followed
person on Instagram.
Woman, because I thought Ronaldo was.
No, it was Selena Gomez for sure.
Okay, so she was the most, and then Kendall. No, was it Kendall and then Selena passed her?
Selena, I thought was the first
they're
one.
like millions apart now because the whole internet rallied and everyone unfollowed Kendall, and everyone's following Selena. So I think they're like 4 or 5 million apart now, which is like crazy. I just like the power of the internet and like rumors and like the hype. It's on your, like they were just body shaming Selena 1 week or 1 month, whatever. And then now they're like,
it is really scary. And like talking about like therapy and you know, why these people, like why celebrities need therapy. Like I truly don't understand like the way that these rumors spread. I agree. Like I really don't think it had anything to do with Selena. And now like Haley's getting super shamed for it. Super shamed for it. And like fans in general, like I don't remember what was it, the Met Gala or whatever this past year when like, Haley's entering with Justin and they're just like Selena, team Selena, whatever, yelling at her. And it's like, they're married. Get a fucking grip.
But it's also weird because like I know for the longest time everyone's been hyping them up. Justin and
the internet changes sides every 2 seconds. Like it is quite scary. We talked about this on the podcast that shall not be named because we're trying to surpass them. But we were talking about like being an influencer and you know whether it's worth it or not, whatever, like the bad things that come along with it and like cancel culture and everything. And like it is really scary, like what people can say literally something that's completely based on absolutely nothing. Like nobody knows how these people actually interact. Like
speaking of, you sent me so the Jake Paul thing about the Drake or whatever. In the interview, he started off like the first couple seconds, like I said already, started off saying, oh, it's Drake's fault. It was very clearly sarcasm. And then he said, no, it's not Drake's fault. Then you sent me a post of like, it said Jake Paul blames Drake. That's literally what the headline was.
Yep. Did they clip it? Because they'll clip anything. Like they will clip any video and you're just like, this makes no sense. Like that's not even close to what he was saying. Like you can't use sarcasm, for example, in a video because they will clip that sarcasm and then boom.
Yeah.
And people will believe it, especially like, you know, when people like the older generation that like uses Facebook as news, basically you could literally say anything you want on there and people would just like not fact check anything, go on and repeat it. And then that is the truth. That is what like becomes the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. You can speak.
Speaking of
faking things and like clipping it, headlining, whatever. AI right now is getting so crazy.
Yes.
They literally some company just clipped like a Joe Rogan segment and like which is the biggest podcast like in the world.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan was like endorsing this product and it looked so real. And like the guest on his podcast was also endorsing it and it was all just AI. It's
like a deep fake?
Deep fake.
Oh
yeah.
my God. That shit is so scary. I only think like when I see these things, like I really like it, like ChatGPT using it. Like it's
I was just about to bring that up.
Incredible.
I think we should ask ChatGPT something because we were doing this the other day. I was asking advice. So it was crazy. Like it was a couple weeks ago. I was trying to convince our friend Kevin to go on this trip with us. And I literally searched ChatGPT and I said, how do I convince Kevin to come on this trip with us? And I explained the trip and it gave me a detailed list.
Well, what ChatGPT is like super helpful for is like programming and like you want to give it. I was talking to my friend about this literally Saturday. He was showing me like a bunch of stuff he had coded and he was just like, you need to ask like the most specific question. Like don't make it general. Don't act like you're doing a Google search. Like be very specific down to like, he was like pasting code into it and being like, why isn't this working? What should I do here? Add this, blah, blah, blah. It was so freaking cool.
Because when you Google things, you have to like think about, how should I say it? Should I say like this?
Because it has to be broad. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you have to be specific, like down to the last little detail.
Okay, so I'm logging in right now, and I want to come up with something that we're gonna ask, like advice. Like that's the thing. Like it's not even like just creative writing or thinking. It could be anything. It could be advice. It could write a story. It could write a song for you.
Yeah.
Crazy. And we're back. I just used the bathroom real quick. Yeah, sorry.
I was like, hold on.
I just used the restroom real quick, and Elena sent me 4 TikToks while the 10 seconds I was in there.
This is why I deleted it.
Yeah.
I brought it back though.
Oh man. All right. Chat GPT. I want to ask it some advice. It can be anything. I haven't thought of anything, but I think we should come up with something. Oh,
I could be really bad right now.
What?
I'm not going to say it. I know you know what I'm thinking, which is what's funny.
I think I do.
Yep. By the way, I like that. I don't know how long we've been friends, 10 years, something like that. Like, it's just unspoken. I'm just like,
straight up. No,
telepathically,
there's been some parties or like social events, social gatherings where like, and it's like literally.
No speaking, but
he's like verbal and like sometimes if I'm like, wait, which one? Like which person? And like you'll give me like one letter. I'm like, oh, okay, I know everything.
No. But also sometimes something will happen, and like you don't even have to. Like I know you're not looking at me for a reason, and I also am not looking at you for a reason, and I know that it's happening. But like, there's no proof of it, right? Like if anybody else was just looking at us, we'd just be staring. And then literally
afterwards, like during the debrief, I'm like, did you remember when they said this? And you're like, I was thinking about that too. All right, listen. Okay, so last week we talked about how or if you should pick someone up at the gym. So I'm gonna type in Chat GPT right now. How should I flirt with a girl at the gym?
Talk about yourself.
Some people think you shouldn't flirt at all at the gym, but I really like her. Is that weird? I really like her, but I
think she's really cute.
Okay, but I think she's really cute.
Say that you want to be respectful too, though.
Oh, really cute. Okay. I want to be respectful and make sure she's comfortable. That's good, right?
Yeah, that's perfect. Also, I just want to point out, because I feel like I didn't emphasize this enough. Last week on the episode, I said that I think it's fine to approach someone in the gym, and it is, but it just, you have to do it the right way. Like there's a time. Okay, I did. Okay, good. Yeah. Just because like that, like I had some friends that were like, what was your take on it? Like I was like, first of all, watch the fucking episode, you lame ass.
Well, I put a poll up on my Instagram story and it was literally like 60% voted, maybe 70. It was like a lot of percent voted yes, it's okay. But in the a high percent said yes, it's okay, but because there was 2 options. It was like yes, but in the right way or whatever, and then no. So there's 2 options, and most people said yes.
Okay.
But there were a lot of people that said no too.
Oh well, whatever.
I don't know. Everyone has different, opinions. All right, let's send it.
You didn't send it already? It takes her a second to think, bro. Also, I totally personified ChatGPT as a woman.
I kind of think it's a woman too. I don't know why. There's so many jokes going on.
I know, but I was like, shut your fucking mouth. It's too early.
I'm not gonna say to be canceled. Yo, this is so in depth right now. Okay, so it said, it's important to approach flirting with respect and sensitivity, especially in a public setting like the gym where people are focused on their workouts.
What?
Here are some tips on how to flirt with a girl at the gym. Did we give context to ChatGPT? It's literally an AI that like when you ask it questions or when you talk to it, it will literally learn. I'm explaining this. I know you know this, but it will learn. The more people talk to it, the more it learns, and then it like, I don't know, it's AI, artificial intelligence, like crazy. So then it says, here are some tips on how to flirt with a girl at the gym. Listen to Xander's advice. No,
mere exposure effect. Quickly, effect. Xander, how do we spell that?
Oh my, M-E-R-E. Jeez.
Dude,
you didn't correct me either.
I didn't also, because I thought it was a
word M-E-E-R.
No. It's always like the mere fact of blah, blah, blah. It's M-E-R-E. Yeah. But I just thought it was someone's name and I didn't want to seem stupid. I was like, he's researched it. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Anyways, so it gives you tips. It gives you 5 tips. The first one says, respect her personal space and boundaries. Be aware of her body language. And if she seems uncomfortable or uninterested, back off. Wow. Give her an out. That's what we said.
Let's go. We could be ChatGPT.
No, I think ChatGPT watched the podcast and so it knows from that.
Oh, dude. Have you seen The Office?
That was a joke, by the way. But anyway.
I know.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Office? You haven't seen this.
I've seen a few
There's an episode where it's Dwight versus the computer. They have a computer salesman versus him, and they just whoever makes the most sales at the end of the day wins, and they're just like fighting the whole time, like Dwight versus computer. We should do that with ChatGPT.
That's so funny.
I don't know. We wouldn't win, to be clear.
That is so funny. All right, 2, start with a smile or a friendly hello. Strike up a conversation with her about something gym related, like a piece of equipment or exercise you both enjoy. Bro, this is the headphones. Holy moly.
I hate that you went hello.
Hello? Did I do that?
You did.
6.5. Right. Okay, 3, avoid being overly aggressive or sexual in your approach. Keep the conversation light and playful.
Please, for the love of God.
And let her set the pace for any further interaction.
Yes.
Okay. If she seems receptive, suggest doing a workout together or grabbing a smoothie after the gym. The smoothie is kind of
smart. Yeah.
Yo.
Because she could easily just be like, no, I have plans after this.
Yeah. Yo, doing a workout together, I don't like that one. But a smoothie after the gym, like what are you doing after? You want to grab a smoothie? Oh my, bro, fire. Some people are going to be like, no. Whatever.
Why? She could say no. She could say she's busy.
Right.
She could say she has to run to work after this. 100%. Who knows?
Especially if you follow 1 through 3. You're already chilling. Step 5. If she's not interested or gives you a clear signal that she's not interested, respect her decision and move on. Don't make her feel uncomfortable or harassed. And then lastly, it says, remember, it's important to be respectful and considerate while flirting, especially in a public setting like the gym. Good luck.
You know what's so cute about this? So many programmers use it, and they also fucking need it for girl advice. So this is just perfect. I love this.
It's so sick. That is so cool.
Dude, so this is like the future of everything. The only thing that does, like, obviously I've seen so many sci-fi movies and shit like that. Like it does make me a little scared for like the drawbacks. Like my dad thinks, and I kind of agree with him. He thinks that schooling is going to have to revert back to like the way that they do it in Kosovo back where we're from is, it's all oral. So, for exams, like the teacher, you walk into a room, the teacher you have to stand up and he asks you questions right there and you say it out loud. Like, and I feel like eventually like there's not really going to be homework anymore, honestly, because what's the fucking point of doing homework when you could just ChatGPT everything? You can ChatGPT anything and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like everything's just gonna go back to like in person, which is gonna be great. So you don't have homework after work, but
that's
after
crazy.
School. But
you can like copy your whole homework, paste it in
you
there.
Can literally. You can. You know how like? Do you remember Wolfram Alpha?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So Wolfram Alpha is like a calculator that like came out when we were like probably in high school. And it was the coolest thing ever because you can put in your like equations for math and then it shows you the steps too.
Yeah.
ChatGPT has taken that to the next level. Mm-hmm. You can put in word problems and it'll solve the word problems for you.
That is crazy.
It's insane. And honestly, again, for programming, the way that they use it, like my friend was showing me a bunch of like Discord bots he had written. He was like, you can use it for everything. Also,
solving equations is one thing because that like is like computers equations makes sense. But the part that's crazy to me is this. It's the creative writing.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you can literally say, hey, write me a story about someone who gets stranded on an island and then they find a screwdriver and that helps them find food and it will type this whole creative thing with side plots, characters.
Yeah. So there is like a drawback to that. So one of the like, I think it's the number one publishing company that takes submissions. I cannot remember the name right now. It was on Twitter. They've closed their submissions because of the amount of AI spam they've been getting. Like I feel weird about AI art too, honestly. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't really like it because like AI art is not, it is original, but it pulls from real people's art. Right. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't really like it.
Yeah. I mean, you can debate it all day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's crazy and cool. And it has a lot of practical uses.
Yeah. No. It's super, super cool. I'm just saying like this is a new technology. It's not new, but because this is like a new breakthrough, like we have to like figure out how. Kill me, man.
I heard that so clear.
God, anyways, I should move this away.
Yo, but you know what's cool? A use that I haven't seen so far, except for recently. So you know if you have like bad audio and like let's say you're making a video or whatever, and there's just bad quality audio.
Oh, do you mean like our last episodes?
Yeah, our old episodes from a year ago. Yeah, horrible audio. But let's say like crazy wind, like it sounds horrible. Like there's background noise, everything. AI can literally hear the pitch of your voice specifically and then like create a separate voice and it sounds like you're
like it's you.
Like it sounds exactly like it's you. It says your exact words, exact pacing, exact inflection of your voice, everything. and it just overlays it on the video automatically. Snap, you just drag it in, fixes it.
Dude, it's gonna be so scary to like figure out what's real and what's not real in the future. It's gonna be so scary.
It's impossible. It already is impossible right now. You know.
No, yeah, no, we're here. Like, here it is.
Lines and all that. Yeah, ridiculous.
It is interesting. I wonder how we're gonna figure out a way to like counteract that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think that's it.
Yeah, that is it.
This episode.
I'm like, yes, you can go. Like, I'll allow it. Dismissed. This is done. You can go.
All right. Juicy little thing. Pretty good, I'll say.
I like it. Honestly, I used to hate IPAs, APIs. Programmer joke. Anyway. Yeah, no, I used to hate IPAs, but I actually really like them. I really like them now. Yeah, I don't know. So
good. Some people just don't like beer in general. Lame.
Super fucking lame. But they look better than I do, which because they're not over drinking it.
I'm dead. All right, listen, episode 4. It was great.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.